Receiving content. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Artcast, one we haven't had in a while. Been asked if we can start doing these again, and this is the one thing that I had sitting around of the files I had. Ever since I updated the computer, I had some trouble working out video capturing on my main illustration computer. But here's something. Oh. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Everything just died for a second there. Like, I got 0 KB models and just trying to figure out where to go from that. I've used certain models like this. I mean, it's built into Clip Studio. They have design models. You can also look for 3D doll if you need help with positions and everything. And this, I just don't know. I just started modeling this. I just don't know why. I just got the urge to model something. And I had this commission, so I was like, okay, well, I'll model a rough character of this and add armatures and pose it out. By the way, I should say that start this out by saying I used Blender. It's a free program. Anyone can use it. I've been using it off and on for like simple animations and design work for maybe about... I think the first time I used it was in Wayne's World. Oh wait, no. The first time I did it, I made the Box Knight for my Cheap Damage intros. So, there was that. But I think the very first animation I ever did with it was in the Wayne's World video, which was taken down because it got a copyright from... I forget whoever owns Wayne's World. Let me get this situated so I can see all you beautiful people. Hello, Josh. Hello, Pony. Hello, Brandon. How's it going? But I think the first thing I did was I made a 3D version of the tongue in the jar, because I made a joke about, Garth. He's like, he talks about the fake episode of he talks about the fake Twilight Zone episode about the guy who gets he has a tongue in a jar and it makes little baby tongues and something like that. And I made a joke about how that was like a stupid Sci-Fi Channel premise, and I made a weird... it was my first 3D model, and I animated it and everything. It was a tongue in a jar. I was very proud of it. Izzy! Hey, how's it going, Han? Hey, Sketch Bud. How's it going? So, what's going on? We're kind of crapping it out. But anyway, so yeah, I've used it off and on, and I was just like, I got the urge to just model something, so I modeled this character. And then when I got that, I discovered environmental lighting, which... Blender is not... that's why I put in the... I put in the description the starting point to go to. There is a video series, and it is amazing just how bare bones and just how they explain everything. It has been a huge help to me in understanding things. But the point is I learned a special technique of lighting in Blender that allowed me to just get a clear... like really super clear color, these flat colors, and then separate the shadows of the figure, and then render that out, and then have it on 2 separate layers. As you can see, I've got the flat colors underneath, and I've got shadows on top. And you see, it was an interesting experiment, but as you can see, the model wasn't very good. So, the model wasn't very defined. The legs were too skinny, and the ankles are, as you can see, that's kind of deformed there. So I had to do a lot of building up on the actual figure afterwards. But it was a good starting off point. And since then, I've kind of been studying and playing with a few things. I can model a whole figure maybe like about half the time now. So who knows? And at first I was thinking like, oh, well, this is a little bit cheating. And then there's this like really famous video up on Tumblr of a mermaid. Some guy using, not Sculptress, there's something else. Sculptress, that's actually another really nice sculpting program, 3D sculpting program. You should check out. But what was I going to say? I used Sculptress. I completely... okay, there you go. You can see the variations of shadow. In fact, I think... did I abandon that? No, I just favored the flat color instead of... or I used the smooth gradients in order to figure out where all the line work should go. ZBrush, that's it, yeah. Someone made a mermaid in ZBrush and then just painted over it in Photoshop. In fact, a lot of artists, I guess, start doing stuff like that. There's a comic book illustrator who works for, like, oh, what was it? It was Ghost Rider, like a Ghost Rider comics, and he apparently does a lot with 3D work and then paints over it. But yeah, I was just very... Here, I gotta move the mouse just to make sure everything doesn't go shut off. Again, really just kind of a kind of interesting technique to experiment with. And of course, this is a character from Heavy Metal Comics. I believe the commissioner, not really any detail with what he actually wanted. He just wanted this girl, so I just kind of made this pose and just tried to give him something he wanted. Hey, Chaos Theory, how's it going? Yeah, again, I'm playing with the layers, just going back and forth, and I've lost this model, actually. I lost this model, and I've also discovered I may have lost, like, some recordings for a Familiar Faces episode, like about 2 or 3 of them. This was, again, around Halloween. I don't know why, I don't know how, but... Oh, I know how. I have a storage device here for the old computer, the old computer. And for some reason, when this computer boots, it wants to boot from the old computer, but it doesn't. There's nothing to it. It's just the hard drive, so there's nothing to run it. And I lost the boot or something. It was a nightmare, and I had a Halloween deadline, and it was awful. Oh, hey, this is that coffee mug I was talking about, the one I got for Christmas. The Nickelodeon one with all the Nicktoons. There we go. There's cat, there's dog, and then if you go all the way, oh, well, no, not all the way around. He's right there. He stops about halfway through. There's the Rugrats, and then Arnold at the very end. I've seen that Arnold in places. So that's clip art, actually. Didn't you draw a giantess version of April O'Neil? You know, I've done different commissions for this one. Oh, yeah, look at the hair. I think this is, at this point, I abandoned the flat colors, and I just decided to figure out where... Yeah, I combined the two, and I'm just kind of coloring where the line should be where the shading begins and ends. What was I going to say? I was going to say Penguin Club. There was a Penguin Club, Cheap Damage. Yeah, I think I did do one on that. Oh, yeah, April O'Neil. Did I do an April O'Neil? I did one where this girl has a crocodile top and bottom. She's got like a crocodile head bikini where the teeth are under the chest and then lining along the hips. That was a pretty good one. Did I do it? Yeah, let me take a look real quick. And we'll go April O'Neil. That should pop up. April Kong. Yeah, I did do one. Yeah, same commissioner too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this one was fun. This one was, pardon me, coffee belch. This one was fun. Here, let me get it up for you guys. Yeah, in fact, I did an Artcast of this. That's right. And they caught some audio off of the ambient music I was using, and then I got a copyright claim. Not a claim, but just one of those automatic things. Not the scary ones. Just the, oh well, we demonetized this. So yeah, this is what he's talking about. Yeah, I think that's still up there. People don't watch it that much, so I never bothered to put in the claim. I had other claims I needed to get out of the way before I even started with that. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know if I like this technique. Like I said, it's almost a wash, really. Because you build up a character, and then you have to... I mean, you're like building them in 3D. And then I suppose, like I said, I could probably reuse the model. But at what point would I ever reuse this particular model? It almost seems like it would be easier just to... And then again, you can see where I goofed. That's supposed to be a yellow strand of hair, and it's very polygonal, but that's okay because these are dreadlocks. Yeah, you can see where I goofed up there, and then she had a bald spot there. I'm going through and just cleaning all that up. Hey, Strained Geek, how's it going? Oh, good, Paladin. I hope you did good. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, at what point would I use this model again? And even if I were to use the model again, it would just kind of be the same body type. I mean, I've made models before, and I've used them, but I used like blank figures, kind of like I made like rag dolls, or like those little wooden models where they're just the round head. And then I put a peg for the neck, and then I build that all together with an armature, which is the skeleton that you can control, and then render that out. I know I'm getting very technical here, but and not really explaining that much. But like I said, if any of this is actually interesting you, Blender, maybe I'll do one for just to explain Blender technique. I think I explained it once when we were going over I did a bunch of 3D trees. I put some texture over like some 3D trees I modeled, and I used that to do the background for the not Pacifica, Mabel and Lone Star. Brandon, what is your next idea for Can You Believe It episode? Well, I have a lot of different things. I have a Garfield Webster's Dictionary, like a Webster's Dictionary with Garfield strips in it. I could do something about that. I got a bunch of different ones. and I got them all just sitting around. I got myself a mom for one of not a gift, but one. She was at the thrift store one day, and she saw a chalkboard, like an old school chalkboard, and it was huge. I think it was like in a school or something, but she bought it for me. And at the beginning of the year, I hung it up and I put all my ideas down. And actually, it kind of helped. I got a video that will probably be up by tomorrow. And it's a movie review. And I just wrote down all the things I kind of want to do, and just decide to keep a schedule of it. And I have the calendar next to it. I mark what project I want to do, and then mark a date on the calendar, and then try my best to get that done. And it actually kept me on schedule a little bit. And there are a few hiccups and stuff like that. Like I said yesterday, not yesterday, the day before that, the electricity for this office went out. Had to do a bunch of different stuff, but hey, Zigzangoose, how's it going? Oh, hold on. You can see the edges of my fraud board here. Let me show you a little trick. Not this. Not that. Not that either. Yeah, look at that. Look at this. Look at that. I'm a huge fraud. It's aesthetic. I like it. I like having this little thing behind me. It's got the little foam board to make it look like I'm in an office recording. If I move just a little bit out of the way, you can see the easel that it's propped up on. Oh, yeah, hey, JMD, how's it going? Here, let me put the image up. Let me put the image up so we know what we are drawing. Now, to be fair, I actually prettied her up a little bit. The artwork for the original comic was something. Like all heavy metal. Like all heavy metal. Hello. Like all heavy metal artwork, it was really sort of really super stylized. So, with rough edges and exaggerated forms and whatnot. But yeah. And about the electricity, it wasn't that bad. It was just a circuit breaker. I went out and popped open the JMD. Oh no, it's breasts. Yeah, like anyone, like you ever said that. Heavy metal, like the 80s movie. Well, the 80s movie was actually based off a series of a comic book anthology series, printed in Europe, and it's like one of the longest running comics that's been going on. And it's an anthology series about all sorts of weird things, usually adult in nature, like sexual and all that stuff. Or sex is sort of like a big issue. Like I said, it's mainly issued for, it's like anything related to, but just anything like really adult, and like other things comics don't focus on that much. What was the one I really liked I saw in there? Some of you may also have heard of Mobius, the comic book artist. Huge huge installation, I would have to say, of the heavy metal series, I think within the 60s, or no, the 70s, pardon me. But yeah, this was fun to try something different. Oh. Cracking my neck. Yeah, it's coming together. I can and I also figured out ways of controlling the light a little bit better when it comes to Blender. So if I did this again, I'd probably be able to work all this stuff out beforehand. Yeah. And I think this was when I was... Yeah, this was even before I downloaded the latest version of... this is before I downloaded Seiya 2.0. Not that it made any real difference. I mean, the pin's all the same. The only thing... Actually, no. Seiya 2.0 uses a lot of those vector tools. So I would have been able to... maybe done some of this a little bit differently. Like, reshaping the body would have been a lot easier because I would have just gone through and just used the vector tools for some of the flat issues. And then I could have probably used the outline tool, which is a real help, and just do all the outline from the very beginning. So yeah, this might actually be viable. This plus the new stuff I have available to me. A lot of heavy metal art I've seen is from my dad reading in the late 80s, early 90s. Back in the main artist was this Hispanic dude who incorporated a lot of Aztec aesthetic into his art. That sounds badass. She's not really a giantess. The commissioner, I believe, has... I've done a lot of stuff for him for like giantess stuff. Let's see. What the hell? His name is Gigantic Love. Okay, yeah. I've discussed this before. Yeah, I did the April O'Neil one, and no, this was someone else's. This is Diane Discorals. I have another commission coming up. It's a huge one. It's got like 6 characters and well, more than 6. I think it's more like I think it's got like 8 characters, 5 girls and like 3 monsters that he wants to fight them. It's gonna be a big commission. I may need to bring this technique back because it might be a time saver on that issue. Is this hot? No, it's not hot, but it's my... Oh, it is a little bit hot. This is my beanbag. You're supposed to throw it in the microwave and it helps you with your back and your neck. I recommend any artist who spends a lot of long periods of time in front of the computer and they get their back all taut. Oh, God. That felt good. I could feel that all the way down my... the bottom of my shoulder blade. I've been editing a video all day, so this is probably not the best time to just jump into this and just start talking. Captain Caveman. One of my dad's old rags has a cover of Knighted Bald. Ooh, cool. Hey, May, how's it going? I still have to do that cat commission, noob. The one you sent me in the mail. Which, by the way, I re-upped in my P.O. box, but what is it? You put it in, yeah, you put it, it's made out of, it's made out of very durable fibers. Did I sew this one? Yeah, this is one I actually sewed up. Well, you can't probably see it. I used blue threads on blue threads because it popped the beads. You just put it in the microwave. Oh God, you can see how discolored. This was white when I first got it. I've had this thing for about maybe 4 years. You just put it in the microwave. It warms it up, and you just put it on your neck. It's nice and warm. Yeah, you know, this technique is especially hard because, like I said, I had to follow the outline. If I had, if I was using, say, a 2.0, I would probably just use a vector line. Why am I here? Oh, you can't see that either. I would probably use a vector line to just map out the outline. Or like I said, I would just use the outline tool, and that would have just been done instantly. So, oh, coffee belch. Pardon me. Like I said, that would have been just, again, just newer, faster techniques to figure out God, what's going on with me. I don't think I've eaten it. I had pepperoni. I had like slices of pepperoni and a thing of string cheese. Not, yeah, string cheese, that's it. Hey Neb, how's it going? Let's see. Yeah, and again, you kind of have to restructure where the lines might go. There's the knee. What did I do here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, small pizza indeed. And again, look at the ankles. I think you'll see that I'm going to spend a lot of time on the ankles, and I have to redo the whole foot, like redraw it. I think I do that on a separate layer. That's going to be fun. Oh. What do we got here? What popped on? Jim Sterling. Uploaded Dusk, Sinister Scarecrows, Secret Soap. Whatever. That's probably one of his impression videos. Pepperoni, you know, one of those little bag pepperonis. They sell them like, you know, just bagged up. Hormel or whatever. Gotta close that. But yeah, that turned out fine. I'm especially happy with the loincloth detail there. Hello, worms. How's it going? But again, if like I said, and again, I lost this, and I lost a bunch of other model work, which I'm very disappointed in. I made a Fifi. I really nice one. Actually, it wasn't really that nice. It was nice in that the model itself was smooth and it was able to bend and everything, but it really the proportions of it were off. I was going for the actual the boob says big fight. No, big right. One of the R is obscured by the strap. Fallout Loot Crate. What's a Fallout Loot Crate? I don't play Fallout. I should. It looks fun. My brother got me Dark Souls 3. Well, he didn't. He bought 2 games off, or 3 games off another one of his friends in the Navy. He got Hoops or some sort of basketball game, and then he got that along with it. It's the angle. Oh, are you sure this isn't? No, it's the angle, and there's nothing else that shows you scale, which may have been a failure on my part, but you know. Yeah, again, I've gotten fairly better with Blender. I could probably have made all those little braids that you're going to see me be working on soon enough. But, and I'm going to spend quite a bit of time on the toesies and all that stuff. Oh, You know what? There is a program that's really easy. It's called Make Human. I've used it a couple times, but I don't really like it. I mean, it's good for getting a base model. Again, Make Human. That's another good one. Let me add that to the. Let me add that to the thing. It's kind of weird. You got to download a bunch of different stuff. It runs out of the. There we go. Open source for making 3D human models. There you go. I'll put that in there. I should probably. Well, no. That first thing. That first tutorial right there shows you how to download Blender. It's hello Z Owl man, how's it going? It's a good program. It's semi lightweight. I mean, you need a fairly decent computer to run it and render it in a decent time. Like I've really, ever since I got this new computer, it's really helped with that. And like I said, this is like maybe a 3-4-year-old model that I bought dirt cheap for like $100. My laptop, which is older than that, and of course it's a laptop, so it's lighter weight. Never really responded well to it. And even back when I was using, hey EB, how's it going? Hey Michael. When I was using Blender on my other laptop, my even older desktop, it was just a pain in the ass because it constantly stuck and froze and everything. I need to take some time and do some more non-committed artwork. Everything I've known so far as late is related to work or commissions. Well, that's the nature of the beast, I guess. Or just kind of, I'm kind of in the same way. I'm trying to get it so that the glare doesn't hit my glasses. Blender 2.8 will kick a lot of ass. What do I have? I got Blender. I'm opening it up. 2.8? What do I have? 2.79. Really? Is that 1 point going to make a lot of difference? It usually does. Whenever they release a full point, one that they've specifically said point. Whenever they get to a big round number, it's usually pretty good. I bought the seasons individually. Still need season 4. What are we? We talking about? Why am I redrawing my older art? No, I'm not redrawing my older art. That's just the finished product right there, in the corner for you to see. Little wonky on the perspective of this hand. Even in the finished product, I mean, it gets the job done. It shows the space, but yeah, not too thrilled with it. But sometimes you just got to look at the whole picture. Look at the picture as a whole. Let's see, what's that famous saying? Artwork is never finished. It's just kind of abandoned. Yeah, these are recordings. These are just like, well, I'm live now. Hello, this is June. Yeah, January 12th. I don't know why I said June. Pardon me, is the art piece in reference to a heavy metal issue in particular? Well, it's a story involving her. Her and some guy, I think. She's like I forget what it was. How did it work? It was like she was part of a tribe she was part of a tribe of little people, but she was like the biggest one. She was like a normal sized woman, and then there was a tribe of pygmy people. And I don't know what the context of it was. If she was like, if it was, I didn't get to see the comic itself. I just got a bunch of reference pictures and like a bunch of like a few panels from the issue. I bet the commissioner probably would have sent me the entire comic if I asked for it. Uh, they added an Unreal Time Engine render knockoff. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. That's decent. I'm more interested in. Uh, I don't know. What was I looking at? I like Rigify. The thing about Blender is that they keep adding new stuff, so any technique that you might learn might be obsolete by the time you need to use it. I learned how to envelope vertices, which at some point meant something. But it doesn't really mean that much now because people can just use. Well, actually, if you want to be very specific with how your bones move in a figure, then yeah, you got to use that. Is someone here? No, no, that's just the neighbors pulling up on their bike. Hey James Works, how's it going? Last Sunday, I watched The Last Jedi. I was the only person in the theater. Holy crap! Was it like an early showing or a late showing? Proto Freakazoid, beware the creeper. Yeah, maybe I could do the creeper. I mean, the creeper has a longer history than just that one episode. Here I'm doing the face. And yeah, she does have that little chin jut. That's something I couldn't get rendered in the model. It was a late showing. Weird. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And there we go. I'm getting rid of the shading that Blender produced, and then I'm smoothing everything out. Yeah, this was just an interesting... I think I spent more time on the dreads than anything else. Or did I do the feet yet? I'm not sure. And then, as you can see, I'm going to add a bunch of other dreads in the back to kind of make it look a little bit fuller. Speaking of fuller, I guess her butt was too flat, so I'm making it bigger. Having trouble getting the layers adjusted. Hey CR, did you like or play any old JRPGs in the 90s? I think the one JRPG, like strictly JRPG, was Final Fantasy IX, which was actually my first Final Fantasy. The one I actually remember playing as a semi-conscious person. I remember playing Final Fantasy 3, or was it 2? No, it was probably 1. I remember playing that and it put me off. I didn't like it. But yeah, that would be the first JRPG I played. And then I got kind of on a kick. So in the 90s, I don't know what else I played. I mean, I spent like the 2000s kind of looking through a bunch of old games. Yeah, okay, here, I added another layer, and I'm going to go through and draw everything, all the other details that Blender couldn't render. I'm a poet and I don't know it. Yeah, like the nose, the shape of the face, the eyes. The lips, I don't know what happened there. I think I squinched them in or something, but they didn't come out. But that's okay. We're gonna make do. How was 9? Well, I personally like really enjoyed it. I mean, I wouldn't be a judge at that point. I'm not still not that much of a judge, but I really liked the aesthetic. I liked the system. I think it was ironic because they said that it was kind of a return to roots for Final Fantasy after they just did a bunch of that stuff, crazy stuff with going out into space and the moon stuff and that sort of thing. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed it. It kind of felt like I was getting on the whole Final Fantasy bandwagon from there. Uh, Never played any of the other ones. I played 10 a bit. Hold on, what is that? Oh, that's my other computer. I'm not burning a disk, but I'm transferring some data. Uh, yeah, I just played a bunch of the older stuff after that, like a lot of Nintendo games. If you're dumping art, your piece of artwork and writer commission for our comic. What? If we're dumping art, here's a piece of art that my writer commissioned for our comic. Okay, cool. What's this about? Oh yeah, cool. Very nice. Oh, and I also got Bloodborne too. Mom gave me some PlayStation money for Christmas. Not enough to re-up the subscription for, oh, I should do that. That's the 12th? Hmm. I have a decision. Do I continue working on schedule or do I get re-up the subscription for Overwatch? Decisions. Um, but not enough to like buy. Like I think even the lowest one is like 3 months for like $30. So yeah, I might as well just buy another year for like 50. Um, but anyway, hold on. I got to think my thought. Yeah, I use that money to download Bloodborne because I want to give that a shot too. I may start a Let's Play on the side. How come you never re-uploaded the Lady Gaga Goo Goo video? Well, that got a strike. It didn't get a strike. It got like one of those. It got flagged. Maybe I will upload it. Uh, do, do, do. How much is it for you to commission a comic? Oh, hey, May. Comics are different. Um, hey, May, it said something code access denied, message access denied, anonymous users does not have storage objects to get access to Discord. Oh, I think you just sent something a little bit. Oh yeah, here's where I just started working out what the feet might look like. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's. It just looked weird. Do. What are we talking about? But yeah, this was interesting. I think I'm looking at that drawing now, and I think one knee is bigger than the other. No, it's just far away at that point. I looked at it from there while I was drawing it, and it looked a little better. There's at some point in the story she becomes kind of lovesick. Like that's what the pollen is around her. I think that's what's part of the story. I just basically recreated a panel at a different angle with a different pose. So she's like standing in front of this like her like big jungle area. These little, I don't know if they were supposed to be pollen or if it was lights. Like she was like getting like getting lightheaded or whatever. But I just recreated what was in the comic strip, basically. Sometimes that's what you have to go for. When you get a commission and then when the commissioner points at this and says, I want this, but I want it kind of differently. And you go, okay, well, here it is. Here it is, kind of differently. Gotta sit up straight a little bit. Or here. There we go. What am I doing there? Oh, I'm recreating the foot. There we go. Feet are hard, people. Feet are really hard. Hey, you know what, looking back, that wasn't a bad one right there. I don't know why that was an issue. Oh, that was a jump. Oh yeah, I lost some stuff. I lost some footage on that shit. I lose a lot of footage sometimes. OBS gets stuck on things. It especially happens once I got the newer version of OBS on the laptop, which kind of causes it to it records and then it doesn't want to stop recording, and then when that happens, when you finally get it to stop recording by just exiting out, control alting out of it, it will lose the video file. I got something I was working on before, and I lost a few things on that. I think it was it was a Gaz. It was a crossover comic with Gaz and another character from Naruto, not Naruto, Naruto, or Boruto, the one about the kids. Wrote that to Grandma. She's sure. Okay, here we go. I only know the feats and style from Panty and Stocking. I've never drawn Panty and Stocking. Or have I? I don't think I have. I don't remember doing that. I should. I really like that art style. I like that series. Is that getting another season? I thought I heard somewhere that it was getting another season. Okay, here's the drawing. Here's May's drawing. Let's see what we got here. Never did close that. Oh, very cute. That's a good start. I like the hairline. Very nice. Keep up the good work. is this? Wait, what was this? I think it's just wishful, hopeful wishing, and a lot of hoax. What's going? Oh, the panty and stocking season 2. Okay, well, that's a disappointment. Fly away now, fly away. Copyright. God, those other things, I just played a little bit of ambient music, and it just got, and it just got flagged for some reason. Actually, have you heard about the white noise that got flagged 5 different times? That's some bullshit. Yeah, I'll add more dreads and just here. Okay, here we go. Here's the colors. This is another commission by another artist, and it's actually really nice. Himara. Oh, hey, hi, hello. Hello. How you doing? Himara. Were you the one that commissioned that, or? Oh, Weirdest thing, some online Domi? Just retweeted my stuff, and now Dami are following me on Twitter. What a... Now Damis. Some online Dami. What's a Dami? Here, let me look that up. Is that a phrase? Words near dummies in dictionary. The name of a robot puppet bad guy in a Christmas special. Okay. I know, they're talking about Dolmy the puppet. Yeah. CR, do you know anything about world building? No, not other than, writing, I guess. Dominatrixes. Okay. Okay, that solves that. World building. I know they got like things like charts and stuff on Tumblr, like there's even a program where you add an item and you can add a okay. Focus. There's a program where you add an item into a file, and it, you can put like if it's a person, place, or thing, and then add it into a category, and it helps you keep track of all the things that you might want to have in a story. Let's just use Lord of the Rings as an example. Let's say, okay, I have Frodo, and I'll put Frodo, and I'll put character, and then I put add. Okay, well, the story also has a magic ring. I'll put ring, and I'll put item, and then I can say I can kind of connect it to Frodo, and then I can give a description for Frodo, and I can give a description for ring. Oh, this ring belonged to blah, 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 down the line of, it passed along this line, but it belongs to Sauron. Well, then who's Sauron? Well, then I add Sauron to the list, and then I add, he's a person. I say he lives in Mordor. I add Mordor to the thing, and then I say it's a place, and it categorizes everything. So, that might help. And apparently you can just jump around. You can it like creates hyperlinks within itself. I think that's what the that's what I thought it was. Did I get a message by someone? No, I didn't. Oh. Fly away now. Now I got that song stuck in my head. I gotta look up that soundtrack again. I like that. I especially like the ending song. Okay, here's a bunch of panels from the actual comic. I did the TARDIS. Hope I did the TARDIS justice. Okay. Loading. Oh, dude, photo bucket. What is it? It's just I guess it's still loading. It looks like it's just a little blue thing at the bottom of a picture. Paladin, I don't know if this was out of focus or what. Oh, okay, it just needed to load. Oh yeah, that's great. Oh, that's a good little model. Sweet. Yeah, you did great. Let's see, is there a way to... For some reason, it just wouldn't load all the way until I moved the thing. How are we doing? We're in the red for some... Oh, because it needed to load that. Okay, well. Okay, noob. We'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, hold on. That photo bucket created a little bit of a weird pocket for the bandwidth. I was gonna do this last night, but then the family wanted to start watching some Netflix, and that would have tanked everything. I didn't want to. I didn't want to try anything. Grandma's so cute. She got a Bluetooth speaker for Christmas. Her son gave it to her, and the son, my uncle, he wanted her to hook it up to her phone, so she could talk to it and they could hear each other. She's a touch deaf, but I hooked it up to the Bluetooth adapter that's hooked up to our TV. I bought her some headphones last year, and she liked those, but I hooked it up to that, and it's like a really nice big boombox speaker. You know how they have those like little ones? This one's pretty wide, and she really enjoyed it. Especially since the headphones, she says the audio is different for movies. Because, you know, they mix things differently. The audio for a movie is like I just said, it's mixed differently. It's mixed a little bit more subtly than, say, a TV show where everyone projects and the audio stays at a certain level all the time. But no, she really enjoyed herself for like the first time in a long time watching a movie, and I'm really happy for her. So that's good. What is this? Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to work on the dreads. Into me a lullaby. So close, so close. Both. These donuts are delicious about panty and stocking. I could do that. I could do something like that. What do I have here? Path Anime studio lines on path test. Okay, yeah, I had an idea for a different technique in anime studio, of all things, and I was going to take a look at that. Hey, Joe, what do you know? How's it going? Oh, H Bomber Guy has a really good video about VHS that talks about how movies are edited and presented differently. That's good. That's good. Hey, Joe, how did you started moving, didn't you? Wait, let's see. CR, sorry if I'm bothering you, and everyone else is in the chat. No, you're not bothering anyone, Worms. Don't be like that. You seen any of TV's Sonic Boom when Cartoon Network didn't boot it on Boomerang? Yeah, I saw Sonic Boom. It was surprisingly more entertaining than I thought it would be, especially given the fact that it was a 3D Sonic show. They had a lot of limited resources with the different backgrounds and stuff. They got a lot of mileage out of doing a lot of entertaining, rib nudging jokes and kind of fourth wall breaking and all that stuff. Sonic runs he's super slow in that series. You want your Sonic to be a little bit fast, but he's like really slow. I think the only Sonic series that I really think like gave a really good sense of Sonic speed would probably be the Adventures of Sonic. I was trying to say Sonic Set AM. That was pretty good. That had a pretty good sense of speed. The anime you think would be really good at depicting that, but that one I didn't get any sense of speed from that either. But that's could you imagine a Sonic the Hedgehog series done by Madhouse? Oh, that would be awesome. God, I love Madhouse. Redline is the best. Hold on, I keep hearing like TV or something. Hold on a second. Nope, I'm just going crazy. No, I'm just going nuts. But yeah, like a Sonic the Hedgehog Redline and produced, not Redline, a Madhouse produced Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh god, that would be great. Have I seen Sonic the OVA? Yeah, I had that on VHS. Blockbuster was getting rid of it, so I bought it. This was like, oh god, must have been a good decade ago. I was still in high school. I saw that and I rented it. I rented it once, I think, and then I ended up buying it. This was back when Blockbuster still had VHSs. But Redline took years to make, so a version of Sonic like that would take forever. Yeah, you're right. But one can dream. One can dream. But yeah, Sonic, the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, it was like cartoony and simpler design. But they could do that. They could just do that blur effect or that like really rushing repeating background. Hey CR, were you able to check out Screaming Soup YouTube channel? No, not yet. Yeah, this is starting to shape up a little bit. Like I said, it took a lot longer than it would now, because I would, one, make a better model, 2, I would probably be able to skip a lot of these steps. I would use vector shapes and vector lines in order to put all that down, so I wouldn't have to repeat, keep drawing lines like that. I may have to try that. I'm definitely going to maybe bring this back when I do that 6-figure giantess kaiju brawl. So close, so close. Did you watch the Ultimate Spider-Man series or Voltron Legend of Defenders? I lost my, I lost the password to our Netflix. I gotta ask my brother about it. He's the one that buys it. Oh dear, the quotes have started. What? But yeah, I gotta watch Voltron Defenders and a bunch of other different stuff. Yeah, I'm happy with the way this turned out. It could have been a little bit better, but what do I have? Oh, new canvas. Okay, that's just all the reference pictures. Oh yeah, Sonic OVA. That was weird. That was just yeah, they tried something really different with that. With a human president and the world of the sky and the world of the land of darkness and the land of the sky or something like that. What is Devilman Crybaby? What is that something that came out? So far, people have been going crazy about that. Wait, what's this? Oh, wow. So Manning, the anti-abortion activist who was put in charge of Title X, was physically she was manhandled. She got kicked off the premises today. It says that the spokesman says that she resigned. Wait, is that a she? Yeah, Teresa. It says she resigned today. Oh boy. And then Nash is going crazy. He's going off on Facebook. I don't even know what that is. I'm going to save it, favorite, so I can figure out what's going on with that. Oh yeah, I was gonna look up Crybaby. Jeez, I'm out of it. I'm tired. And what is this? It's a card game. Power of Primes. Battle/Road Trap. What is this? Not going to full completist on the cards, but as of today, mailing 12 Prime Masters. What is this? 12 Prime Masters. Oh, this is some sort of Transformers thing from the Completionist. Okay. Anyway, I gotta look. I gotta close Twitter and look up Crybaby. Uncle Go would be so proud of Crybaby. No one has still told me what Crybaby is. Crybaby. No, I just put in Crybaby and I got the 1990 film. The one where Johnny Depp sheds a single tear. Devil Man. The internet has a lot to say about Devilman Crybaby. What the hell? A beginner's... Oh, Netflix best. Okay, so it's a... Oh, so it's a new Netflix show. Okay, thank you. Interesting. So it's a new Netflix show. I remember Devilman, like the old school anime. Did you hear that Marvel Comics has the rights to Conan the Barbarian again? Yeah, I heard that. I heard that Dark Horse may also be losing Alien and Predator comics, which sucks. That's been an installation of Dark Horse since forever, as far as I can remember. And stupid Disney merger and all that crap. That's what that running gif is from. That stupid run. I've seen that everywhere. And now I know where it's from. Oh, there's Oblina. No, Dark Horse has got other things that they could publish. Or do they? Or is it going down... Did Fox own Dark Horse? Hold on. I hit the camera. My fraud wall. You can all see it. And I still haven't shaved today. I need to. Haha, wouldn't Alien Queen be a Disney princess? We haven't heard that one a million times. But no, seriously, I'm a little... I mean, Disney buys Muppets, fine, okay, whatever. Disney buys Star Wars, okay. Disney buys all of Fox Entertainment. That's a little... This is starting to get unnerving. Like if Lydia Belcher like twirled around and she said, "Oh, I would actually get a kick out of Lydia Belcher twirling around and saying, "I'm a Disney princess now. I'm a Disney princess now." But I don't know. I don't know what to do. It's not really a beard. It's just, well, I guess it is a beard now. It was a shadow this morning. Now it's a beard. Okay, at least Conan was canon to Marvel, and they had him in the 1970s to 2000. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting that Conan is now a Marvel property, because wasn't there just a crossover with him and Wonder Woman? Or something like that, I think I remember. Or was that a fan comic? It looked really nice, whatever it was. I thought it was official. How's the family? Well, the family's somewhat good. I told you, Joe, about my mom getting all sorts of tests done. Turns out that it's not cancer or pancreatitis or diabetes or anything else like that. So that's good. Well, thank you, Izzy. It's not any of that stuff. It may, in fact, just be a hernia. So that's something to be positive about. But we've got to... They want to take a look down down her throat and stomach to see if it is that. No, the Conan Wonder Woman comic was official, and sadly the nearest thing to a crossover Marvel's done since Marvel Zombies versus the Army of Darkness. Huh. I got another thing I got to review. I got the Marvel versus the Avengers, or Marvel Universe versus Avengers. I don't know what that's all about. Actually, I know exactly what it's about. It's a whole lot of stupid, is what it is. Because it's Marvel Zombies, but it isn't Marvel Zombies. There's some sort of plague infesting the world where they become, with Marvel superheroes, they become cannibals, but they don't become undead. So I guess that's the one definition. That's the distinguishing thing between that, but it might as well be Marvel Zombies. Actually, you know what? Marvel Zombies, what was that all about? Marvel Zombies couldn't be killed because didn't it? No. I don't know how to... It started with Ash, I think. Or were they from another universe? I thought... I don't like Marvel Zombies. I don't like Marvel Zombies, and I don't like... Actually, you know what? Marvel Zombies, they did a Christmas Carol with zombies. And that was pretty good. No, I don't mean The Punisher versus the Marvel Universe. I mean... that's the one after that. That's the one. In fact, this comic I bought at the Goodwill. It ends with the Punisher saying something gritty and stupid, and like, oh, there's just me and them now. There's no civilian, no casualties or whatever. But yeah, this one was the before that. Okay, so Marvel Zombies from an alternate Earth. They first appeared in the arc The Ultimate Fantastic Four. Okay, that's what I thought. That's right. I remember reading The Ultimate Fantastic Four. They were supposed to be... They teased linking the two universes together. The regular Fantastic Four that was running in continuity, and then the Ultimate that was running in continuity. And then they teased a crossover, but it turned out to be a bait and switch, where the Fantastic Four, the Ultimate Fantastic Four, opened a gateway to the zombie world. But I thought it was supposed to be... something involving Ash and the Book of the Dead. And, oh, hey, Bat. How's it going? I don't know. It just gets confusing. I mean, it's a good idea, but, I mean, it's an interesting idea. I'll have to say, but I don't know. I rolled my eyes super hard at the idea of A Christmas Carol with zombies. But the way they did it was pretty interesting. It was involving... basically, Scrooge was spreading this kind of plague. He got bit by a horse as a kid, and his greed caused some sort of zombie plague where the zombies were kind of greedy and then they murdered people or something like that. It was weird, but it was a fun weird. Okay, Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness showed the origin of Marvel Zombies Earth, sorta. Basically, somehow a zombie sentry ended up infecting everyone. Huh. Afterlife with Archie and Sabrina are badass. Okay. I'll give you that one. The artwork definitely seems to... Ultimate Reed Richards opened up another parallel universe floodgate that doomed his world. Oh, that's question mark. Okay, that's not a statement. That's a question mark. I think something like that, or he turned it off. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm using Clip Studio to write big right and big left on those boobs. Seiya 2.0 has a word. They have letters now. I mean, you can write text in it, so you don't have to go into another. For forever, whenever I had to do a comic book commission or letters or anything like that, I'd have to go into a different program, either Clip Studio or what's the other one? Adobe Illustrator. These are still actually the better option because you can warp the text around and do different things with that. You can't do that as of yet in Seiya. So, and I don't even know, are they still developing things for that program? I mean, I really wish they would. I could really use a warp effect in that program. That would be awesome. Have I read Invincible? Yeah, I think I read the first arc of Invincible. Yeah, you'll see what I'm going to be doing here. I'm going to be doing the there's a warp effect here. I think there's one here. I don't use Clip Studio that much. Oh, but you can see right there. You can see off on the my right. You're right too. What am I saying? You can see where it says 3D drawings or 3D images. You can put in a puppet onto the canvas and then pose it and then draw over it. So, yeah, Clip Studio. They periodically go on sale. Like the whole Clip Studio thing. It periodically goes on sale for like maybe about $25. Even cheaper than that. I think I got mine for like 15 one time. And it's a good little program. I don't like the pen, which is why I don't use it. But it's got a lot of really cool features. Like I said, the puppet and perspective tools, which, hey, guess what? Seiya 2.0 has that too. It's got everything I always wanted. So, are you just redrawing it? No. This is just a finished image that I have here just to show people. This is just a finished image here to show people, and then this is the process as it's going along. Yeah, I can't say I really like Marvel all that much now, too. I can't say I really like DC. I'm burnt the hell out on the big superhero comics, and I haven't watched a superhero movie in forever. JAK. What? Oh. Devil man, devil man, devil man. Okay, and we're back in Seiya, and I'm gonna do some stuff with this. What is this? Indie comics. Yeah, I can't. I haven't set foot in a comic book store in so long. Oh, Hey, Agent Oracle, how's it going? Actually, you joined at the sort of somewhat of tail end of it. Let's see. I think we got like maybe 10 more minutes. Let me see something. I should move the mouse. Let me do yeah. Yeah, 1 hour and 33 minutes. So we got like 8 more minutes of this. Devil man, devil man, devil man. Yeah, I bet her back does hurt. What other Artcast do I have? I'll try to do this at least once a week. Have you read Dark Horse the Mask? Yeah, I've read that one. I read the original Mask. The crazy, insane one. Here, let me refix this. No, come on. Come on. There we go. Fables is also good. God, I remember Fables. I remember when that first came out during high school. That was a good one. That came a long way. Actually, funny thing, I think this character dies by being suffocated by her own boobs. When you said she could kill a man by motorboat, that's how she actually dies. I think, in the comic. Devil man, devil man, devil man, devil man. Okay. The Doom theme. Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say Doom. Yeah, this is heavy metal. This is a heavy metal comic, so that doesn't surprise me. Uh, okay, hey, see you around, Izzy. Thank you for joining us. Who's a fan of The Tick? Actually, I like the TV series, the cartoon series. Pardon me. Um, I I had a lukewarm reception of the live action series on Fox. I haven't seen. I've seen bits and niblets of the series. It's not Hulu. Is it on Hulu? No. It's not on Netflix. It's on Hulu or Amazon or something else. Wait, you're kidding me, right? Attack of the Killer Boobs was a 1959 B movie starring Anne Margaret's boobs as a pair of extraterrestrial killers that had attached themselves to a young woman's chest on the onset of her puberty. And this was the 60s? 59, so this was just like, this is at the cusp of the 60s. Attack. This is fake. Killer. Boobs. Attack of the Killer Boobs is a B movie. This has gotta be like a, this has gotta be a fraud. No, Attack of the Killer Boob. No. Attack of the Killer Boobs. Attack of the Killer Breasts. It goes by another title. No, this is like Pee Wee Herman has a. This has got to be like a fake thing. This is a joke. It's got to be. I think it is. It's not on Wikipedia. It's some other thing. Devil man, devil man. Have I ever played a Ratchet and Clank? Oh, pardon me. Swallowed some of my spit. Have I ever played a Ratchet and Clank game? Yeah, I love the Ratchet and Clank games. Those were the shit. I liked all that. Those I know Ratchet and Clank is not Naughty Dog. It's Insomnia, but it was they were closely knit together. And so yeah, I love those games. I love those kind of those new take on the PS2, PS3. I don't know. I think they were all on the PS2 up until a certain point. But yeah, I liked all those really goofy platforming shoot 'em up games. Yeah, that's another thing. The Cinema Snub would have probably reviewed that by now, if that were an actual thing. I think that would be higher on the list than, you know, Balloon Land and My Black Baby and all those other stuff. My Black Baby wasn't even like that good of a. It was okay, but it wasn't like even that good of a review. I mean, I have other favorite ones because the bit is what it is. Rampant racism. Um, Found it? You found it, Joe? There's a movie about a woman who smothers people with her breasts. Okay. Now you're just looking for it, man. Okay, this is kind of. I think we're getting ready to. I didn't even talk about how I did the background, although it's really just kind of loose. See, okay, I can't resist him. I feel an overwhelming attraction to him. I think. Oh yeah, I got to do all the little pellets and everything. Also, what Saya needs is I would kill for some brush settings or some pattern settings. Have I ever played Knack for the PS4? No, I can't say I have. And I've heard mixed things. Some people kind of like it, and then some people don't. Oh yeah, I love Sleepaway Camp. I love that review, and I like the sequel that he did too. Okay, 1974 Deadly Weapons. This one sounds like it could be at least be feasible. The 70s. It doesn't go by a ridiculous name. Devil Man, Deadly Weapons, 1970. Okay, that's okay. The stream is dead. I mean, the picture is dead. So I'll throw this up. There's the finished picture. We all saw that. Okay. Deadly Weapons. After a Mobot hits a guy, let's this one. The Hoods keep a list of the blackmail. No, this is something different, I think. Okay, yeah, here it is. Deadly Weapons. Full movie on YouTube. Yeah, Chesty Morgan. Okay, yeah. Okay, this one exists. Okay. Fair enough. But anyway, there it is. Yeah. Hey, thank you for joining me. This was like a fun little experiment with the blender. Like I said, if you want to get into it and if you want to try to make your own models and such, it's in the description below. Yeah, and then we're gonna try something a little bit else. Oh, speak of the devil, she just got back. Anyway, everybody, you have a good one. We will talk to you later. I don't know if we're not gonna do like another Hearthstone stream anytime soon or anything like that, but maybe next week we'll get to something. Anyway, everybody, take care, have a good one, and thank you for joining me. See ya.